All right, everyone, I need help today. So we are out today visiting some of the hospitals that I've been to. I've actually been in, I believe it's 7 hospitals in the last year. So several of them saved my life, several of them I had bad experiences in. So there's a hit or miss in so many different hospitals. So what we need is we need a little help kind of figuring out what's going on. So what is happening? What's your story? What's our story? We're going to tell a little bit about it, but more importantly, we want to get your story out, and we want to get your guys' stuff, because the way that I see the world, because we're out here just viewing the world differently. So the way I see the world is there's good and bad stories in every hospital, every facility, everywhere you go. And if they don't know what's going on or what's happening, then there's no way for them to fix it or make it better. So you can always go out and complain and do like a Google review or just whatever feeds that you guys are on your different social medias. So but why don't we get this out? Why don't we talk about it and talk about not only the bad but the good? Let's talk about the good stories. I would love to hear both sides. I want to hear your stories that are bad experiences. I want to hear good experiences. So the hospital that I'm at today is just one of many that I've been at in the last year, and they actually helped save my life and featured that. So I have a lot of good experiences here with the staff and everybody that works here. So I was stationed here, and sorry, we got some people walking by here. So, but I came in here numerous times on ambulances, along with this hospital and several other ones in emergency states. I've spent days and times over this. So, in the last year, I've spent about, I would estimate 4 to 5 months, close to 6 months, I would say, in the hospital. So in the last year, I've been in different facilities. As I said earlier when I started, I believe it's 7 different facilities in the last year, and spent a lot of time. So got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge on this, and I got a lot of stories. I'm going to try to get them out. We got a ton of videos and footage, pictures, different things that I've taken over this last month. So it's just so much to document and look at and speak about. So like I said, I don't have any gripes or complaints about this hospital. I have a lot of good stories and met a lot of good people out here doing these things. So I wanted to share it, and I want to talk about it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to try to get some videos and stuff like that. It's a very touchy with all the rules and regulations in here of what I can film and what I can't film, but I do want to talk about it, and I want you guys to talk about it. So I want to hear your comments, likes, views. Obviously, like, follow, and then hit that subscribe button. That subscribe button is the most important thing. What's the worst that's going to happen by hitting that button down there for me and helping us out? You're going to maybe see a video once in a while from us. So definitely hit that subscribe button. That's going to help us out a ton to keep making these videos and get your story out there. So I'm going to also post a picture on here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to link the page to it or website, but I can put my email on this here, so you guys can email me if you want to and want to talk about it and get your stories out. We would love to meet with you guys. We would love to hear your stories. We can do it on video, off video, whatever you want to do. So all part of my documentary and all part of the story. So we're out here just trying to get different things out and get everybody's opinions and views and stories on it. So just to tell a little bit about my story, I've had a liver transplant. I'm about 5, coming on 6 months now out from my transplant. I had a massive GI bleed, so I was surprised. I didn't know I was sick. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. I got very, very sick very, very fast. Ended up in a wheelchair. I spent Thanksgiving, Christmas of 2023 in the hospital, in and out, very long periods of time. I ended up having a massive GI bleed, lost a lot of blood, ended up, my heart stopped one night, December 4th of 2023, my heart stopped for about 5 minutes. So, you know, that's very, very critical. I don't know if a lot of people know, but after about 4 minutes is when brain damage starts, and that's when you're starting to be kind of on the downside of recovery. So there's a chance that you may not wake up. There's a chance that you wake up a vegetable. There's a chance that you wake up completely normal. So in my case, as you could tell, most of the time I'm pretty good. But if you've been following me or anything, you'll see that I'll stutter or I'll pause, or you know, I do have a little bit of problems from time to time. Speaking upstairs, it seems to be okay. I seem to be fully mentally there. But sometimes it's hard to communicate that I do have a lot of nerve damage, you know, throughout my hands, feet, and different things on there. So, but for the most part, you know, I've become a full recovery. Still working on it. I know that they say it's gonna take you know, a year, possibly multiple years. We don't really know so far, but so far so good. But this hospital in particular, I came in and, you know, from an ambulance multiple times. I've been airlifted out of this ambulance and flown to Philadelphia from this place here of one of my incidents. So over the last year, after having my massive GI bleed, so it was in my esophagus, so they had to disconnect and reroute, I guess, or open up another valve to go directly to my heart because of the massive amount of blood that I was losing in a very quick state. So they had to do that. This hospital in particular didn't do that on there. They were a part of my recovery after that procedure was done. But since that procedure was done, I had to have a liver transplant. So a liver transplant, it took me about 10 months to get onto the list. Once I was put on the list, it took about 2 months to actually get the match in the liver. So I was very, very fortunate and had a very, very quick transplant. I met so many people throughout this process that had to wait years. I met one guy waited over 7 years for a kidney. So I'm hoping to speak with him and maybe do a video with him, but I don't want to release his name or details a lot of his case, you know, because of different laws and privacy and stuff without, you know, his permission. But, you know, there's hundreds of them. I met a little girl that had a heart transplant. She was 3 years old. Oh my God, she was incredible. Her and her family. I met another guy from Boston. He was older gentleman, waited a very long time, ended up in a transplant house, waiting for it, for many months. He finally got his lung transplant. He got it done, successful, seems to be very healthy right now. That was a couple weeks ago. So I've met so many different people, throughout this experience. Doing that. So what I want to do today is I'm asking, you know, for everybody's help in this and doing their stories. They're good, they're bad. I want to hear the good ones along with the bad ones, just because, you know, we want to get their stories out. So it's always good to hear a nice heartfelt story, you know, of a successful one, just, you know, kind of like mine. You know, I've been very successful, very great. I got a letter from the donor's wife about a week ago. She wants to give me a big hug, is what she said in there. So I'm planning on meeting her and trying to get, you know, maybe we can talk to her a little bit about her experience and her side of it by losing a loved one, you know, because somebody did have to lose a life to save my life, and that was huge. You know, it's a huge story. So, and I really want to get my story out there, and I really want to help everybody else get their story out and see what we can do to help any type of future of this. So everything that's done with this channel is going to try to help and give back. So any proceeds that I may make from either sponsors or donors, or if I ever get monetization, if you guys hit enough of those subscribe buttons, we're trying to get to 1,500 there. That's the key goal here. We plan on donating back to people in critical shape, to their families. Maybe we can help pay rent. If somebody becomes handicapped like myself and ends up being in a wheelchair, maybe a car wreck, maybe it's because of a health problem, we want to help maybe build them a ramp or grab bars, or just anything to help out. So that's the goal with this page, is not only to tell our stories, but we want to help give back. So I'm not looking to make money off of this. I'm looking to help other people. And like I said, I want to get stories out. I want to talk about it. I want the good. I want the bad. We want to hear the bad stories too, and your opinion on those, so we can maybe help out with the hospitals and different rehab centers and just wherever to correct it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't happen in the future. So if we can hear those stories, we can always help out, because if they don't know that they did something wrong, they don't know that you're mad, they don't know that you, the way that you feel, we can't fix it. We can't help. So we got to hear those stories, and we got to see those stories, and like I said, with the good ones, I kind of rambling and going back and forth here, but I just, I'm just so passionate about it, and I just want to help pay back the gift that I received. So that's what we're doing here today. That's what we're doing throughout this channel, and what you will see on future videos and different things on there. So like I said, I've got a lot of footage. I wish I had more, but definitely hit us up. Our website is being built right now, but that is justviewing.org. And then I got our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and then obviously here on YouTube as well. It's all justviewing_org or justviewing.com, and you can email us at yourfriend@justviewing.com or .org. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. It's justviewing.org is the website, and the email I will put on this video so you guys can see it throughout is yourfriend@justviewing.org. So we look forward to seeing you guys, hearing from you guys, hearing your incredible stories, your bad stories. We want it all. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Hit that subscribe button to help us out. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we will get more to you guys. I'm going to go inside, do a little walkthrough, see if some of the people are willing to talk to me. I do have a friend in here right now too, so I maybe try to talk to them about their scenario of what happened and what went with them, that they're now in this hospital. Everything seems to be going good, so we got a lot to cover, a lot to do. So hit us up. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. That's the biggest thing you can do to help right now. Contact us, comment, any type of stories, links, whatever you guys want to share, let us know. You can email us at yourfriend@justviewing.org. See you guys on the next one.